Today is the first day of the National Executive, which is meeting in Goa. You had one of the senior spokespersons come here and brief you on the presidential address which Sri Rajnath ji had done in the morning. This press conference will give you a picture of the resolution, an important one which we think from the Bharatiya Janata Party, a resolution which captures the mood on the national security and also on the national self-respect aspect, the Swabhiman aspect. We think both on Swabhiman and also on Suraksha. Today's situation in the country is very, very concerning for us. It is an issue of great concern. UPA, led by the Congress, gradually from 2004, particularly from 2009, has taken such low in terms of taking care of issues which matter for both internal and external security, and also the way in which handling of terror-related issues has been communalized in the name of being a very secular administration, and also looking at the way in which foreign policy has become a very ineffective tool to establish and to reassure the Indian public that Indian national interest is being kept high. That it is being kept high is not coming through, and therefore on these 3 or 4 major issues, internal security threat from the Maoists, handling of Pakistan-related barbarism which has been perpetrated, security otherwise in terms of terror which is happening in this country through sleeper cells, and the denial of existence of such things in the name of we are being very secular, and in the name of secularism perpetrating a certain kind of communalized approach to terror, calling it Hindu terror or saffron terror, and thereby undermining the effort which has to be taken without relationship to religion, but attacking nevertheless on the perpetrators of terror. All these issues, and finally, of course, in the name of yielding to certain kind of demands of people who are running away from the Indian law. The particular instance of the Italian Marines, where the courts issued order and you had the government probably till today having not explained what kind of deals they've had for even getting these Marines back to face the court. All these issues, together with national security from the larger point of all our neighbors being very indifferent to us, some of them treating us very, in a very indifferent sense, and some neighbors were thoroughly unhappy with us. Never ever before has the SAARC nationhood been so badly affected because of the way in which our country is being governed by the Congress-led UPA too. All these in detail have been discussed. I can of course go into some details, but I'd like to keep my presentation on the resolution itself very short. So I've flagged off the issues on which the discussion has happened. You can of course, in the process of asking me questions, if you want me to elaborate on any one of the aspects, I will do so. But it is a resolution where we have said we shall take it up as a challenge that this government's approach in diluting the way in which Indian sovereignty is being handled and diluting our foreign policy to the extent that none of our neighbors and the goodwill which should prevail with the neighbors is really being kept up. And as regards internal security, the way in which Maoism is being tackled, Maoism is being tackled in a very, very confusing and laid-back manner, giving misleading signals. Thereby the fight against Maoism, which is not a one-state issue, but an issue which is spread across several states, has been so badly handled because the Congress wants to play it both the ways. They want to, on the one hand, try to give a picture that they are, in the name of human rights, trying to be friendly and also favoring people who are actually legitimizing these underground Mao movement. On the other, they are trying to question state governments which, with their limited resources, are trying to handle the issue, but question them, not give them enough resources, manpower, not even facilitate them with training, and end of the day, after that, question their very intention of are they handling it effectively. It was in fact a bit of a shame that we saw a spectacle when for 3 or 4 days the Congress leaders were accusing the Chhattisgarh government of probably not handling it carefully, and even some who I would think were not high up, I hope, they were not really high up in the hierarchy, who went to the extent of saying, oh, was there a conspiracy? You have not enabled us better facility, better security, and so on. So instead of focusing on a debate which should improve our ways of handling the Maoist movement, there has been a lot of open disputes and questions being asked by the national ruling party, which is in the opposition in Chhattisgarh. They know very well what are the kind of activities and facilitation happened, but actually speaking, they had given a picture after the CRPF Jawans were attacked that they were going to be firm. But sooner you had the Congress's president writing a signed article saying you have to be looking at the root cause of the problem, and a general secretary telling us that they are misguided youth, we have to be handling them very carefully, development is the only way to reach out. Without giving one voiced signal, they brought in confusion to the debate and undermined the handling of Maoist movement itself by the governments. And therefore, today the discussion which happened on this particular resolution have been on very clear terms that Chhattisgarh government has put its best efforts. They have in fact tried extending both development and building of infrastructure to reach out to the people who are in the far-flung areas. At the same time, efforts to make sure that the Maoist movement is curbed was also being taken by Dr. Raman Singh's government. And therefore, this resolution has very clearly highlighted where the union government failed to support states, not just Chhattisgarh, but many other states which are affected by it. Similarly, we spoke about terrorism, handling of terrorism, where we found that the government had really not spoken again in one voice. At one point in time, they were talking about, particular targets of terror